What's up? How y'all doing out there? Y'all know what time it is. Your boy Easy Work Boxing about to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. No bias talk, no racism. Just my opinion on the sport that I love, that we love. And y'all seen my short. I got a lot of people talking about that. You seen one of my videos talking about Devin Haney and his father, the scumbags, the scumbags. And we got to talk about future upcoming fights between Tank Davis, Lomachenko, or Tank versus Shakur, and more boxing talk. What's going on in the sport, man? And y'all know I said in my video, in my short, that Shakur Stevenson would dog walk, Gervonta Tank Davis, and I see a lot of y'all saying it was cap. A lot of y'all saying it can't happen. It'll never happen. A lot of people don't like Shakur. I understand that. I've noticed that a lot of people really can't stand Shakur Stevenson or believe that he has the skill set to beat Gervonta Tank Davis. That's what we're here to talk about. But me personally, I think a lot of people who say that are just casuals. I don't deny that Tank will give him a good fight. I'm not saying that he'll just, I really think he'll white glove him. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real with you. Y'all got to think about the fact that Tank went those rounds, losing rounds with Frank Martin. True enough, he got Frank Martin in the end. Frank Martin went and sat in the corner and got himself knocked out. But we know for a fact, and I think even if you dislike Shakur or think that Shakur Stevenson would not beat Gervonta Tank Davis, that he wouldn't do that. Shakur has a high enough IQ, boxing ability, and skill set. He rarely gets hit from stats. He's like the Floyd Mayweather of this generation. He doesn't get hit. You got to think Tank has short arms, a short guy. People love talking about power. Power has to land, people. And I'm not saying that it won't land. Okay? I'm not saying that Tank's power won't ever land on Shakur Stevenson in a fight. But what if it doesn't knock him out? What if his hardest punch can't knock out Shakur? I believe Shakur will outbox and beat up on Tank in the later rounds. The blueprint is already there. Frank did it. Other fighters have done it. Leo Santa Cruz has done it. Box and move with your jab. Box and move with your jab. I think Shakur will literally beat the brakes off of Tank. And I salute Tank. I tell y'all, Tank is a hell of a fighter. That boy bad. You understand me? That boy bad. You know what I'm saying? I can't take nothing away from Tank. But then you got to go to the fact that it's levels. And Shakur got the levels to beat him. Shakur got the boxing skills. You got to think this man leaned back. Folks can't even hit the dude. Folks can't even hit him. Tank got short arms, small guy. He going to have to literally try to get in the inside to beat Shakur. And Shakur is not going to go stand on no ropes and do like this and let Tank just come in there and knock him out. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Now, I used to think that Devin Haney could beat Gervonta Tank Davis. But then I seen, that chin, if once Tank would have got in there on him, he would have knocked him out. But Shakur is a better fighter than Devin Haney. I think we all know that. We got to go back to the points of when, they had the slanted camera and they called Bill Haney. They're telling the truth that his son been getting beat up for years by Shakur Stevenson, which is why they ducked and ran to 40 pounds away from Shakur Stevenson. So I think people have forgotten, people keep talking about this De Los Santos fight. What y'all not realizing is if a guy could win the fight by not doing nothing, then that's pretty good against a credible opponent like De Los Santos, don't you think? Now, I can't say personally myself that Shakur Stevenson was injured, his hand was injured, but let's just say it was. He won a fight against a power puncher, a credible opponent, dude who had athleticism, dude who could punch, you know what I'm saying, wasn't coming out there to lose, and he beat him. But for some reason, people when he get, true enough, this is facts though. When Shakur Stevenson does fight power punchers, he do move around a lot against power punchers. But what is he supposed to do? Stand there and get punched? Boxing is hit and not get hit. Not fight for the fans. Not fight for the fans and get knocked out. You see what I'm saying? Even though we the fans support it, you pay your pay-per-view, you want to see a knockout, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if you were a fighter, would you go out there and get knocked out because that's what the fans want to see? No, I'm gonna use my intelligence, my ring IQ. I'm gonna adapt to whatever comes, and that's something we see fighters not being able to do anymore. Fighters don't adapt anymore. Got to take y'all back to Corrales versus Castillo, knocked down multiple times, and it took them multiple knockdowns for Corrales to figure out a way to stop Castillo. You see what I'm saying? We done seen fighters where they lose in the fight and all of a sudden they come out there and adapt and win. A lot of fighters are not adapting anymore, and I think that comes from the training. Nobody's adapting in the ring no more. Oh, I'm losing like this. Maybe I need to switch this up. Maybe I need to. I'm losing out there. I need to switch this up. I need to, go out here and throw this. I see he keep hitting me with this left hook. Next time he throw that left hook, I'm going to duck under and throw a left hook or a right hook. You see what I'm saying? Nobody's adapting no more. And it has something to do with these trainers out here. Everybody just going out here getting knocked out and, ain't nobody figuring out themselves like Frank Martin. You didn't realize that you shouldn't have been on the ropes. What were you doing on the ropes anyway? What up, Roger? What up, Illuminati, Bill, Boots, Camp? How you doing? I think Prime Loma would beat the brakes off Tank. Of course, a Prime Loma, even this Loma. But see, the problem is with this is that we all know that Tank has power and Loma gets hit easily by other fighters who don't have the power of Tank. So there's a 50% chance that Lomachenko will get knocked out versus Tank. And we have to bring in the age factor. And of course, a lot of y'all going to say you can't do that because Lomachenko just won a fight. But Lomachenko is still not the same fighter he was 7 years ago when Tank Davis was supposed to fight him, sir. He's not the same fighter, sir. So we have to talk about it. That's why they're going after Lomachenko. And also you have to look at it from a business point of view. Now, of course, we would love to see Shakur Stevenson versus Gervonta Tank Davis, but we also know that Tank Davis versus Lomachenko would sell. That would sell. Now, both of these fights would sell, but at the same time, business and a little bit of cherry picking and ducking, you see what I'm saying, is good for Tank. Oh, I ain't got to fight Shakur now. I can just go fight Lomachenko. I'm still going to get money. Everybody think Lomachenko still got it. You see what I'm saying? And the good thing about that fight will be both of them are really small guys. You see what I'm saying? But Tank has the power advantage. Really? Tank, they both, besides the power advantage, they both really got the same advantages that they have against most fighters. Their speed, ring IQ. Tank done fought 200 some amateur fights. Lomachenko done fought damn near 1,000. I'm just over exaggerating. He done fought what, 400, 300 amateur fights. So that would be a very technical, good fight. I would like to see it too, but I wouldn't like to see it before I see Shakur Stevenson versus Tank. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see that fight first. Also, if you want to support the channel, please support the channel. You see it going across the bottom of the screen. We ain't rich over here. It's very hard getting off work, coming and make these videos, but I do it for the love. I do it because I enjoy talking to the people. But if you would like to support the channel, you see it scrolling across the bottom. Oh, I didn't even put the link up in the description or my phone number. Hold up. Let me do that. Yeah, but I think it's a little, it's the aerospace, route. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go try to take this belt and that belt instead of going after the head honcho guy. You know what I'm saying? Or the guy that'll give me the most problems. Anybody who say it differently than that, I don't know what they talking about because that's obvious. Why would you go? Lomachenko ain't said nothing about Tank. Am I lying? Lomachenko ain't mentioned Tank's name. Shakur Stevenson not done mentioning your name though. And Shakur Stevenson said you ducking him. But like I said, it's business. Tank can still make money off Loma. So really, people look at it. There's no need to fight Shakur right now. But no. Shakur calling you out. Loma ain't mentioned your name. Loma ain't said nothing to you. Loma got a muzzle on his mouth about you right now. Loma ain't paying you no attention because Loma know you ain't really finna get in the ring and fight him until now. It's been 7 years. This dude's supposed to fight Tevin Farmer, and I'm not bashing Tank. I'm just telling the truth. He's supposed to fight Tevin Farmer and Lomachenko 7 years ago. 6 years ago. No fight. But now all of a sudden, but thank God, Tank will finally be a unified champion if he fight Lomachenko. Because he's never been unified in damn division. So that will be great, to see if he's really on the road to undisputed like he says he is. So that'll be a great chance to see that. I would like to see that, but it's really basically cherry picking. It's the Errol Spence route, going the easy route, in my opinion. Am I wrong? Can somebody tell me if I'm wrong? Let me know. Let me know. Hey, Mr. Easy Work, Tank will whoop Lomachenko and Shakur out boxes. And Shakur out boxes Tank. Tank did well against Frank Martin. Yes, he did. He did a great job. Great job. I told y'all he was going to do a great job. Experience means everything. Like Leonard Ellaby said, when Tank was in 2017, Tank was a champion. In 2017, didn't nobody know what Frank Martin was. So, it's levels to boxing. That's one thing Shakur Stevenson said when he first sparred, Bud. He said that was the first time he ever realized that he wasn't the man when he sparred Bud. He used to come to the gym and tell Bud he'll beat him up, do this and that. And he said Bud got in there and wore him out. It's levels. That's what people don't understand. People go off muscle and they see big muscles and he fast and he powerful too. It's about this. Who's the smartest? Who's the smartest? Who can adapt? Who can adapt? Who's the smartest? That's what boxing is about. Let me read this. Ryan did cheat Devin, and I'm not even a Devin fan. I'm a boxing fan. I respect that. Everybody got a right to their opinion. They like Escalades. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at you. Who you got now? Tank versus Gary Antoine. That's a hard decision to say right now, especially after coming off a loss to Puello. But then you got to look at Tank doesn't have Puello reach. He has. I think they got the same amount of IQ. Because Puello, you showed that he can use his feet. That was a very intelligent fight from Puello. I didn't think that he had any footwork or anything like that to beat Antoine Russell. He was counterpunching him very well. Really beating Gary Russell Jr. at his own game. So I can't really say right now who will win between Tank and Gary Russell. And of course, if I was to say Gary Antoine Russell, you'll be like, how when he just lost to Puello? So I can't say that. But we can't use the triangle effect either because those are two different fighters. One's bigger, one's had a longer reach. So, he wasn't knocked out, so we can't say that Gary Antoine Russell is chinny. So we can't do that. So right now, I really can't say from Gary Russell's output in his fighting, the way he comes, I'll probably lean a little bit still towards Gary Antoine Russell. You know what I'm saying? But since he's in close quarters and that's Tank's bread and butter, that's still a 50-50 fight. But right now, no. And right now, no, that's not a good fight for Gary Antoine Russell. He need to come back to the drawing board, see his mistakes, really try to learn how to box from the outside, use head movement. It's a lot of stuff he need to work on from what I saw in that loss to Puello. Frank, he was tired, I think. Frank was doing good. Then he ran to a corner. I don't know what the hell that was. That was it like he literally went in the corner and just balled up. I'm like, what? Why'd you? I'm watching a little part on the phone. I'm just getting off work, and I'm like, why is this boy sitting in the corner like that? Who told you to go stand? What you gonna do in the corner? Go back to the middle of the ring. Use your jab. Get some punches out. The last 2 rounds before he got stopped, he gave up. Tank was coming in hard on him. But I just heard Shakur Stevenson say this in the interview. He said that it was really a professional fighting an amateur. And Frank Martin kind of showed that he still has amateur ish ways. He said, Shakur Stevenson said, when you fight an amateur or you sparring an amateur, you let them go out there and let them think that they getting off, and then they tire themselves out, and then you step to them. And if you think about it, that's exactly what Tank did. He let him tire himself out, and then he went and stepped to him and started beating him up, and knocked him out. It was a professional versus an amateur that night. And it's a lot of fans out here, and some of y'all was on my channel too. Oh, Tank gonna get stopped. Oh, bruh? This is, and I'm not chastising or talking about nobody who on my channel. I'm just saying y'all guys have to understand, muscles mean nothing. Just because you look good against another guy who didn't have the IQ of the guy you finna fight is a total different thing. Totally different thing. We've all made that mistake. You know what I'm saying? Most people want Shakur. Most people want Shakur not long. I want Shakur. It's true. Salute, Alonzo. Thank you. Why when Devin fought Kambosos for Undisputed, everybody called him Scambosis, but when Loma beats him, he's a good fighter. I never called him Scambosis or anything. I thought that Kambosos was going to give him a hell of a challenge. But a lot of people don't even realize that Kambosos got slow reflexes. He 2 seconds behind his defense. You throw a punch, he moves 2 seconds later. That's why he couldn't really beat Devin Haney, because black fighters black fighters have different type of reflexes, and Devin just capitalized off the fact that he has slow reflexes. And I'm not saying that's the only reason that Devin won, but Kambosos has slow reflexes. You can literally look at that fight and tell that's how he was getting got. All right, I got a telephone number up here. I got the, if you want to come holler at your boy. The Tank hate is real. No, ain't nobody hate Tank. The Tank ain't real. There is, people who out here like me who believe Shakur can beat him. That's all. I don't hate Tank. I don't know nothing about him to hate him. I'm just saying, in my beliefs, from me watching boxing all the years that I've watched, Tank is a hell of a fighter. But it's a different thing when you fighting somebody that's on your level with ring IQ and skill set. I think we just realized and seen that Frank didn't have the IQ and skill set of a Tank. See, I told y'all this before. Notice how all the fighters that grew up in amateurs together, notice when it's time for them to fight each other, it's always a A side, B side. I make more money than him. He don't sell out no arenas. I'm this, I'm that. Whenever it's time to fight somebody, you want to know why? Because they know that these fighters grew up in boxing like they did, and possibly have the same amount of IQ and knowledge of the sport that they have, which means this will be a harder opponent. So that's why you see, it's A side, B side, across the street talk. But when it's time to fight somebody who don't have no real IQ, who didn't grow up in the sport of boxing like that, or they think they could beat easily, the fight made in 2 weeks. When it's time for you to fight somebody who got some skill set, who can possibly get in there and wear you out, he don't sell the pay-per-views I make. He don't make the money I make. Who has he fought? What has he done? He hasn't accomplished what I've accomplished. What they got to do with you signing the contract? Let's see let's see. Let us see. Tank say Shakur on the list. On the list. But how long we going to wait? On the list. How long we going to wait? No. Tevin is at 135 now, sir. Yes, sir. Tevin Farmer is at 135 now, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. The most slickest defensive fighter in the game right now, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Tevin Farmer is at 135, sir. Tank fans sound like Caitlin Clark fans. Every time you tell the truth, they consider you hating. Right? I swear. And ain't nobody hate. Ain't nobody hate. The boy bad. He a hell of a fighter. I just think Shakur gonna have his number. Hell, to be honest with you, you ain't never heard Tank call out Teofimo either. Even though he had 140 now, you ain't never heard Tank mention Teofimo name. And they sparred back in the day too. Let's be serious about something. Even though Devin is lost, Tank never called out, oh, he was on the list. Devin was on the list. Remember? He never called out Teofimo. Everybody on the list, remember? Meanwhile, he was giving y'all lackluster opponents and making them sound like they was caliber fighters, but then everybody is on the list. You see what I'm saying? Everybody on the list. No, scratch them off. We tired of hearing about this list. Scratch them off. Scratch them off. Bob don't want Shakur Stevenson to get no glory. Like, that's how he was doing Floyd Mayweather. Bob want to give the glory to his baby. See, Lomachenko is Bob Arum's adopted son. How y'all think he kept getting all them title fights? Look, he get title fight after title fight after title fight after title fight. Lomachenko didn't even want to fight Shakur Stevenson. You know Bob Arum stepped in and told and stopped that. No, you ain't finna fight him. Hell no. See, we finna see, y'all finna see. Shakur finna leave Bob. This is his last fight with Bob Arum. See, it ain't no Bob don't want to fight like they was saying with Terrence Crawford the whole time. Bob was stopping the fight. When for a fact, Bob Arum told people, the only fight I'm willing to pay for is Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence. Other than that, I'm not paying for no fight. He said that himself. He doing Shakur just like he did Terrence. Stopped Terrence Crawford from fighting and beating up on Manny Pacquiao. He blocked black fighters. I'm just being real. Nothing racist. I ain't got nothing. I don't know, Bob. It's obvious. He blocked his black fighters and his other fighters. He put them up on pedestals. That he give them all the fights they want. Because he knows Shakur Stevenson will beat the hell out of Lomachenko. He know that. That's why he's saying now that Lomachenko versus Tank, it can be made. But see, if Shakur wouldn't have asked him, hey, man, I want to go and fight Tank. I don't want to deal with Al Heyman. Al Heyman bring me too many problems. Al Heyman don't play fair. Al Heyman, you see what I'm saying? But when it's Loma, it can be made. It can be made. That's called folding like a girl. If you box before, then you know. Okay. I think Derek game plan was to say stay in the pocket with Tank. But for some reason, Frank took that to mean lay on the ropes in the corner. I don't know how he thought that was going to be them. That's what it meant. Yep, it was the experience. Frank didn't know how to adjust. Michael Jordan. What's up, Michael Jordan? Thank you for tuning in. Tom and Jerry is a better fight than this Tank fight. It was a decent fight. And you know what? But I was just, you know what was saying though? I was just on the phone with this sexy black girl I work with. And I didn't even know she watched fights. She said her daughter watched fights. And she basically said stuff that I really paid no attention to. She said, and when she made this a point, she said that flinch, when he flinched at him, she said that really showed, and this a woman telling me this. Don't even watch box. She said when he flinched at him, he knew he had him. He said that boy went out there like he was just there. Like he just, Frank really, and if you watch the fight, bro, from the parts I seen, I'm sitting there looking at Frank like, why you ain't getting it your all? Beat him up, fight him. Especially when it got to the 6th or 7th round when Frank had the lead. I'm like, fight him. Get some punch output. You know what I'm saying? Fight him. Fight him, Frank. He wouldn't fight him like that. Then Tank started, like Tank said, front runner. I guess Tank realized he was tired, and Tank just went in there and started putting them hands on. I said, Bum Bolson fight like he home. What's up, John Doe? Drizzle. Nobody asked Frank Martin fight. We wanted Devin. Yeah, but you know, we've been so pissed with Tank and his opponents that, you know, it's just like if you ask your mother for a lemon meringue pie and she give you a lemon with frosting, with whipped cream on it. That's what Tank did. We asked for a lemon meringue pie, but he gave us a lemon with whipped cream on top. So we were satisfied. You see what I'm saying? Can you feel me? Can you feel me knocking? That's what he did. We wanted a lemon meringue pie, a Devin, Shakur, somebody like that, T.O., but instead he gave us a lemon with whipped cream on it, which was Frank Martin. Let me welcome Mastermind stage. How you doing, Mastermind? Thank you for tuning in, my brother.
Easy, what up, Easy?
Nothing much, man. Just sitting up here discussing, Tank Davis versus Loma, Tank Davis versus Shakur, and of course more boxing talk as we usually do, my brother.
Hey, that Lomachenko Tank Davis is fireworks. You got a guy that never been stopped. Excellent all-time fight. Two all-time greats going against each other. Tank
True.
Davis against Lomachenko.
True.
You know what I mean? And I think that this guy, Lomachenko, deserves a shot after his great performance knockout of Cambosis. It was phenomenal. And Devin needs the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Devin Haney, you have the right to remain. Shut the F up. Why would you say that, Easy? Why would he make that statement about the 2 years? Bad. Big mistake. Big mistake.
What did he say?
Said nothing.
What did he say?
I'm going to take off for 2 years. I'm going to wait till Ryan Garcia 2-year suspension is over. Then I'm going to come back. Big mistake. And you know I'm Devin Haney, biggest fan. But why would he say something like that?
Hold on. I can hear you say that he was going to wait till Ryan's suspension is over.
Yeah, I'm going to take 2 years off and wait till Ryan Garcia 2-year suspension over. Then I'm going to come back.
He embarrassed by that butt whooping.
He shouldn't have said that, though. That's what I said. Just stay quiet. The more he interacts, the social media whooping his ass now. He just got beat by Ryan. Now he getting his ass whooped by social media. Just be quiet, Easy. You can beat him if you're quiet. You can't beat him talking.
His confidence is low, y'all. That's he can't stay in the ring right now. He don't want to be. No, he can't deal with that. Y'all, I'm telling y'all. Y'all look at it, y'all think it's just a loss. These dudes been losing. But for the way he got beat and as much talk as him and his dad was talking, the next Floyd Mayweather, it's the Haney era. And then you go out there and get washed. You go out there and get beat the hell down. He don't want to be a part of the game no more.
Let me address that, Easy. Let me address it. It's doable, man. You just got to look at the greats. Look at how they took the losses. Look at Anthony Joshua. He took a tough loss to Andrew Ruiz. If you're David Haney, all you do is take the loss. Hey, he was a better man that night. Go right back to work because you know how boxing is. It's all about your last fight. So if you lose, if even that ass whooping, if that's the only ass whooping he take for the rest of his career and he keep whooping ass, he's good. But like you said, if he let the loss overtake him, he's bad.
It's overtaking him right now. Hold up, let me welcome CJ Rich to the panel. CJ, what's up with you? How you doing?
Hey, what's popping, Easy? I'm doing good. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right, man. You see the title, what we're going in on, Tank versus Loma, Shakur. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to see, what's going on with them fights and how we feel about them. What's your opinion, my brother?
So, first off, before I get into Tank and Loma, let me add a little bit of detail to what y'all talking about right now with Haney. So yeah, I seen Haney say that earlier today that he was going to take 2 years off, then he want the rematch. When Ryan's suspension is up. So maybe he knows something we don't know with regards to how long the suspension gonna be. Damn, I forget the fighter in the early 2000s that also got 2 years. But let me say this: did y'all also see Ryan saying he officially retired?
No, I didn't see that.
I didn't see that, brother. I didn't see that.
Big Baby Miller got sentenced for 2 years. Then he got banned for 2 years. Then
maybe it wasn't that long ago. Maybe that's what I'm thinking about. I thought it was a lighter weight fighter. But hey, that set a precedent right there. So it might be 2 years. Yeah. And with Devin saying specifying the 2 years, and then Ryan saying I retire instead of being a man and standing on his shit and saying, yeah, I made a mistake. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to atone for it, maybe get it lessened. He just gonna bitch out and say, oh, I don't want this kind of criticism, so I'm stepping back. But yeah, Ryan definitely said earlier today that he officially retired. You know, we done seen Shakur fake retire, so I don't know how long that's gonna stand up. But that's where that's at right now. They both stepping away for at least a bit.
Hey, let me ask you this: do you think that do you agree with me that Devin Haney should have remained quiet and shouldn't have said nothing about that?
Most likely. I know Bill been quiet lately. That's uncharacteristic for him. But maybe Haney just wanted that heat off his back too. Like, I know y'all saying I need an immediate rematch, but it ain't like he even got the option to take the immediate rematch. So yeah, maybe being quiet, just laying low would have been his best bet. But then after a while, fans would have been guessing, oh, where you at? So maybe he just want to get that out of the way. Hey, I ain't going to be around for a while. I still got plenty of tread on these tires. I'm only, 25, 26. But yeah, I do agree. Best thing would have been to stay quiet. I gotta co-sign you on that.
Have y'all seen the video of the Haney deception yet? Have y'all watched it?
Yeah, man.
I did see it, and that's where I disagree with you. I'm glad you brought that up.
You ain't even watched the video yet. So
I did. No. I'm saying I did see that.
Now, a lot of people saying that it's debunked. Like I said, people already debunked it. I want people to share with me the video that they saw that debunked that video.
No, I can tell you, being from Cali and researching the paperwork and hearing on another podcast from Rachel Donaire, who is deep in the game with her husband, that is not a rule. They proposed the rule right before COVID, but it ain't been voted on yet. It ain't been passed. So, hey, my opinion on it is this. Hold on, let me get this off real quick. Hold up, and then you can come back. I don't like the idea of a fighter over rehydrating to gain a big advantage. Like you said, came in 165 against oh boy Rougarou, but it's not a rule, so you can't define it as cheating if it's not a rule on the books. I get the sentiment that it's in bad taste, but it's not a rule, so he didn't cheat. PEDs, that's a rule. That's cheating.
Why did Mauricio Suleiman sit and tell Bill Haney that your son is coming in too big and he's not supposed to be doing that? Where did that come from then? That was made up?
No, I'm saying he could have told him that. That is in bad taste, like I just said. That's not something we like to see, but it's not an official rule. Otherwise, that shit would have been overturned and he might have been possibly facing a suspension. It's just not on the rule books. I know that at least here out in Cali where they had the fight, I know that for sure. It's not a rule.
Using PEDs is used to get what? An advantage, right?
I understand that, but that's on the rule books, homie. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Hold up. Using PEDs is to gain an advantage.
I already agree with that, but you got to be able to be a little more nuanced.
Advantage because I'm gonna kill it. Using PEDs is an advantage. Also, coming in 25 pounds overweight is an advantage. So what's the difference?
One of them is on the rule books and one of them ain't. I'm trying to be as specific as possible, homie. It's nuance. Like I said, I don't agree with that practice. I think it's in bad taste. I think if you got to do all that, you should just move up. But if it's not a rule, you can't say it's cheating.
Yeah, what's wrong with it if it ain't a rule? You got the rule. If he breaking something, and let him know he ain't breaking no rule. He just don't.
Regis Poker said it was in their contract that he was not supposed to come in no 25 pounds heavier. So it still ain't cheating?
So why he ain't sue him then?
Exactly. That's my question. If he breached the contract, why didn't he, like when Ryan came in overweight, why didn't he take some compensation? Or if he didn't find out after the matter, why didn't he sue for breach of contract? He ain't done none of that.
Why he sue Ryan?
Because what do you mean? Why he didn't sue? Because he accepted the money. I just said that. Either you accept the compensation or then you can sue for breach of contract. But you can't just sit back and not do shit about it and say, oh, yeah, he cheated.
Why he ain't suing Ryan for the PED use?
The
He
ruling,
might. They ain't, the NYSAC ain't passed their shit yet, their ruling yet. So he might later on. But he can't do it until it's an official ruling.
So y'all think he really gonna sue Ryan? I don't believe it.
I don't know. I know he don't have the option until it's proven, until it's a ruling. He don't even have the option, just like he don't have the option of taking an immediate rematch while this shit is still up in the air. Y'all tying his hands. Y'all blaming him for somebody else cheating him. I don't understand that.
Created Vada, help create Vada. The lady who was on the letter has resigned, and y'all still believe that this man really came in there and cheated. He tested positive. He didn't test positive no other time, but the night before, and then they come out 11 days later, and y'all really believe that this man really now with Ostarine that doesn't help you until a week after. So why would you take a steroid the night of the fight or 2 days or a day before the fight that will help you only a week later?
Now, I ain't trying to get too scientific on this, and you might reject it, but let me break it down what I heard from former fighters and the doctors that unspoke on this. When you take PEDs, initially it's stored in the body fat. Now, as you cut more and more weight, that's when it leaks into the bloodstream. So he could have been taking it for a minute, but until he started cutting weight and got down closer to that 140 mark, then it leaked into his bloodstream, which is probably part of the reason he didn't go all the way to 140 to try to mitigate that. Also, the reason he was seen. Hold on. Give me 5 more seconds. Give me 5 more seconds. Please, let me finish my point. Also, the reason he was seen taking an IV right before the fight to try to dilute the PEDs.
When his IV came up? Where I ain't heard that.
It was about 3 days before the fight. That's what I seen. It's footage. It's footage. I wouldn't cap. I'm not making shit up. I don't particularly care for either of these fighters, but I got to call it down the middle.
Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna look this up. Ryan Garcia IV.
Please.
I'm gonna look this up.
Don't quote me on the date, but it was close to the fight. But yeah, the fact that it don't leak into your bloodstream until you cut body fat, that would explain his negative test leading up. And then the last test, day before and day of being positive. That's what I heard from experts. You ain't got to believe me, but that's what I heard. I'm going on the science.
Hold up. I see who made this video. And this dude don't. Let me tell y'all something about these channels. And this ain't no hate. There's a lot of big channels out here that be penis riding and don't know nothing about boxing. Boxing Ego and Showbiz is 2 of them.
True.
Don't know nothing. But let me. I want to see this video where he had an IV.
I want to say it was on Twitter, X, whatever they call it. But yeah, I definitely seen that.
I got to see.
They definitely said they had an IV.
I can't stop the volume. I don't want them to be like I'm trying to.
But yeah, y'all making too much over that loss anyway, man. You got to think Ryan quit. He still quit against Tank. Can't make that.
Right. And Devin get way more heat for somebody else cheating than Ryan got for quitting. I can't understand this.
Okay. So this guy is saying, I see this Boxing Ego video. So you think a fighter who would be cheating using an IV will allow you to record him?
That'll flush your shit out. That's the purpose of it.
No. I'm asking this question. A fighter that's cheating using the IV, would you have a camera around you if you were cheating?
Ryan, a dumb motherfucker. He said all kind of goofy shit that got him caught up. All type of lies. He ain't the most discerning person in the world.
I'm gonna ask you this again.
I answered it. Yes, because he's a dumb motherfucker. Yes, only him.
A fighter,
only him.
A fighter who's finna go into a fight knowing he's using steroids, he would allow himself to be recorded with an IV in his arm so they can literally say that he cheated. Do you think that's smart? That he would actually do that?
I told you. Yes, he's a dumb. I didn't say it's smart. I said he's a dumb motherfucker that would make that type of mistake. Don't forget, he was drinking every day all the way up to the fight.
And don't forget he was drinking all. We have no proof.
The kids in the woods, he's seen had it on his phone, so he'll cheat. It don't matter if he cheat, if he knock him out, if he beat him. Yeah, you wouldn't care if he cheated as long as he beat him. That's what he's showing you. I could whoop his ass. I could cheat. My fans gonna support me regardless.
Hold up. This something I gotta ask too though, because the way Frank Martin was drained like Skeletor, was there really a rehydration clause or not in that fight? Because I saw when Terrence Crawford posted, "Oh, Shakur would never let him do him like that." Was there a rehydration clause?
I don't think so. To me, it seemed like the WBA was considering implementing that same IBF rule about the 10 pounds. But as far as I know, no, it wasn't.
It was.
Don't quote me on that, but that's my knowledge of it.
Yeah, I'm just wondering because I'm wondering like I told people, Tank is a small fighter. A rehydration clause, he loved to say, "Oh, I have to do it too," but Tank is really a 130 pounder.
He would beat Mayweather easily if they make that fight happen. I think Mayweather been out the ring too long. I think Tank beats him at this point.
You think Tank will beat Floyd Mayweather?
That came out of left field, homie. That's yeah. Easy say he more of a 130 pounder, which I agree. He came in at what 133.
Mm-hmm.
Floyd, after being off this long, he got to be up around 154 at least.
He's too rusty, man. The timing to be off. He'll catch Floyd probably about 6-7 rounds, knock him out.
No, hell no.
Not no 47-year-old Floyd is not beating no 30-year-old Tank, no 29-year-old Tank. It's not happening.
Floyd would beat Tank, bro.
Nah, he's too out of it. You got to understand, he's not active. He hadn't fought in, 7-8 years? You really think he can win at this point?
Yes.
He's crazy.
If we gave Floyd 6 months to train for Tank, he would beat Tank.
You see the trouble Conor McGregor gave him. Imagine what Tank could do to him.
That's Conor McGregor. When it's all on the line, when Floyd know his reputation on the Tank ain't finna beat Tank can't. You beat Tank with a jab. You keep Tank at your face. That's how you beat Tank.
Crawford would knock out Floyd inside 6.
Now that's more realistic.
That's more realistic, but Tank, hell no. Hell no.
Let's get back to the fight that's actually more likely to happen. You said topic Tank and Loma. Now, I like that fight. I would have liked it better 3 to 5 years ago. But that'll be a good notch under Tank's belt. And he should, if he gonna fight both Loma and Shakur, which I got my doubts he'll ever fight Shakur unless Turkey put that bread up. But since Loma already oiled on his way out, that should be the order. Loma and then Shakur, which will be the real test. I would have to pick Tank by decision just because nobody ever stopped Loma. He been in there with some killers like Tio. So I got Tank by decision. And then him and Shakur, I got Shakur, man. What y'all got to say on that?
He's not beating Vasil Lomachenko. That he's gonna lose. That's gonna be a big upset. He can't land a bomb on him. He will lose a controversial decision of Vasil. I think you can put the money on Lomachenko. He got the experience to beat Tank.
Personally, I can't say who will really win that fight because they both skillful fighters. They both move their legs very well. They both, one advantage Tank got is that, he got the power. Lomachenko can be hit, so you can't, it's a 50-50 fight either way. But I really can't say who will win that fight. You know what I'm saying? I can't say. We've seen, Lomachenko, not punch because people have power. So we can't say he probably might go out there and be intimidated once he catch a shot from Tank. And then we got another TO situation.
Let me say this easy. I think Lomachenko goes 2-2 to 4 Kings. I think he loses against Devin and T.O. and he wins against Shakur and Tank.
You think he beat Shakur?
Yeah, I think he beats both of them upset specials, especially with the momentum after the upset of Tank.
Too small and his arms ain't long. Shakur will beat the hell out of Lomachenko.
Yeah, I think so too.
He'll beat the hell. Why you think they ain't let him fight? Why you think Bob Arum ain't set that fight up?
Right, that's in house. That would have been easy to make.
He'll beat the hell out of Lomachenko. Thank you for the donation, Chris. Man,
Time, yeah, I think Lomachenko will rebound against those two. He lost against Devin and T.O. I think he will win against Shakur and Tank, and huge upset wins getting to the Hall of Fame.
But
I
hey,
mean, he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame, but I can't see it at this age and with a skillful fighter as Shakur. I'm more sure about that one than Tank. Shakur would definitely box circles around Loma at this age.
this one we ain't talked about yet.
He's over 700 fights, man. He only lost about 2 or 3 fights, man. He got over wins, man.
Puello versus Devin Haney, because that got to come. That got to come. I got Puello.
Who did you say?
I got Devin Haney versus the guy that just beat Antoine Russell Jr.
Yeah.
I got Puello.
I'm going with Devin Haney. The American Dream will rebound.
That dude beat the shit out of Devin Haney.
I ain't seen enough of Puello. Only seen that one fight, to be honest. I know a former champ, but I ain't seen enough of him to really make an informed decision. I want to jump out the window on that one. Mm-hmm. But shit, by the time he come back, Devin might be at 147. So you never know.
Mm-mm. That dude that showed me something different. That dude Puello showed me he can adapt and fight a tough, hard fight like that against Gary Antoine coming in rushing with power. He'll beat them.
But y'all got
a puncher, long reach, southpaw, got skills, can move his man. He'll beat them.
Y'all got to be appreciative though. We're alive at the time where the greatest fighters alive. We got Bud Crawford, we got Canelo Alvarez, we got Hank Davis, we got Teofimo Lopez. This a phenom. T.O. is a phenom. That I went a lot of money with that guy. I went a lot of money. He's a freaking phenom.
Who is Teofimo fighting?
He fought Lomachenko, man. He looked great.
I'm talking about now. His next fight that he got up. Who he got?
A tune-up. I forget dude's name, but it ain't shit.
Yeah, that's what they said about Kambosos. Watch it.
Yeah, exactly my point. T.O. is inconsistent as fuck. Ain't no way he should have ever lost to Kambosos.
He was rushing it. You know he had that fight. If he was patient, I think he could win. But he was trying to get the first round knockout. Big mistake. Huge mistake.
Teofimo, Kambosos, the way he countered and caught Teofimo, that was some great training or great camp that he had. Because Lomachenko, I call Teofimo, he do the sub-zero jab where he slide in like sub-zero.
Hell no.
And he did that shit, and Kambosos was waiting on it and clocked it. I said, "Ooh, they trained on that forever."
It was good training camp. You said he made that
camp. Good coaching that fight.
He was ready for him.
He waited on it. If you go back and watch, he literally waited on him to do that slide and jab, and as soon as he did, Kambosos clocked him. Bah! He didn't even know it was coming.
Yeah. I really think Teofimo could have beat him, but I think he just had to wait on him. Be patient, wait for 7, 8 rounds. But I think he was just too anxious to get the fight over with. He wanted that first round knockout. I don't know what the hell he was smoking, man.
He looked at that man like he wasn't no competition. I think that's what made him up. I mean, that's what messed him up in the fight.
Yep, exactly. You right. That zero, but look at the zero. Don't never underestimate the zero. That's why Tank beat Ryan. Because he was very cautious. If you look,
that's why he beat him.
He was cautious. First round. Look at it. He knew he wasn't going to get hit with that left hook.
Rehydration too.
Yep.
Rehydration too. We can't say now. See, we could say this, regardless of even with the steroid accusation or whatever. We didn't see a body drain Ryan when he fought Devin. You can never give Tank really the victory over Ryan Garcia if that wasn't a Ryan Garcia. In my opinion, I can't. He beat him, on the paper, but let's just say if that was a Ryan who won drained.
Hey man, but look, Ryan Garcia was so beatable by Devin, but this he had a bad game plan. They going in there to kill him. You supposed to go in there like Mayweather. He should have fought him like Mayweather fought De La Hoya. He went in there for the kill. He thought he was Trinidad and got hit with the left hook. I think that's a winnable fight, man, but that was ridiculous.
Because you got to look at it like this too. Floyd fought Canelo at a catch weight. Canelo still came in 20 pounds bigger than Floyd. It didn't matter. So why do Tank get away with it? Why Tank get away with it? Why?
He signed the contract.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, true enough. Because you try and get a payday when you fight Tank, you're gonna get a payday, you're gonna get some money. But at the same time, when it comes to skill level and you're supposed to be the baddest fighter, you the face of boxing, like Floyd was the face of boxing. Floyd took a fighter who was 20 pounds heavier than him and beat him like he stole something. Why Tank can't do it if he's the baddest fighter on earth? If he's the top man in boxing? Why everybody gotta get a rehydration clause?
Canelo I ain't no Tank fan. I'm just saying he was the A side. He leveraged that, took advantage of it, and it was what it was. But at least everybody came in on that night to what was agreed on the contract, not no 3 pounds overweight. Imagine if it was, what was it, 136? If Ryan had weighed in at 139, then that would be the same thing. But man.
If I could go back on my video about that fight, I said that Ryan should not. He could same way he paid Devin. See, but going through things make you smarter. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That was what he learned from losing.
Canelo should have did that against Floyd. Though came in overweight. I would have came 54. I would have did the same. I told my cousin back then. I said he should come in at 154 so he could win. He didn't do it. I didn't understand back then. I said, why wouldn't he come in over and give him that money? It was going to be the same amount of money, 1.5 million. Man, it's worth it. Because then look what he did. He probably would have beat Floyd the same way. That weight make a difference, man.
Yeah, it makes a difference, but he should have paid Tank the 1.7 instead of paying Devin. That's who he should have paid.
Well, when you're the B side, you were afraid of losing the fight. Technically, Ryan was the A side against Haney and the B side against Tank, so you don't want to come in as a B side and be violating.
And pay.
Ryan was the B side against Devin.
He got a 55-45 split. That tell me he was the A side.
Ryan is not gonna come in there and lose and give you money. He gonna pay you to beat your ass. He paid Devin Haney to whoop his ass.
Bro, in Las Vegas, they had Haney. People.
No, I understand the betting odds, but in terms of the money, in terms of who was the bigger draw, Ryan was the A side in that one. That's why he got the 55%. That's all I'm saying.
Take the ass whooping and pay. He's gonna pay you to whoop your ass. He's not gonna pay Tank and get his ass whooped. Why would he pay him?
But to come in and win, to not be rehydrated, to not be coming in out skin and bones. That's why he should have paid Tank.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Why pay Devin, who to me ain't more dangerous than Tank? If anything, I would have came in out of the rehydration clause on Tank. You see what I'm saying? Hey Tank, here go $1 million because I'm finna come in big. I'm finna come in at my natural weight. I don't know what you thinking. That's when he should have did it.
What if Tank would have said, "Fuck you, I'm the bigger draw. You ain't even getting the fight."
Then Tank would have had to cancel that fight that night.
Yeah, exactly. And he had the leverage to do so. That's my point.
They not finna let them do that. You know, you think the promotional company's finna set up a fight on fight night and Ryan come in at the weigh-in against Tank and he was over hydrated? You think they want to start? You think Tank got enough pull to say I'm not finna make this fight happen?
No, you're right.
Y'all think these fighters really got enough pull to say that?
No, you're right. He should have paid him. Like you said, to win, you got to give up that money. If Canelo pays Mayweather, he has a better chance of winning that fight. He had no chance coming in at 152. At one natural weight, he got a good chance.
They would have told Tank, if you don't get your in that ring, what the hell you mean, boy? We didn't set up all this money for this fight to go down tomorrow. You submit to us, you ain't fighting because he came in overweight. He just don't get a title. You better get in that ring. The hell wrong with you? You say you the best, you better prove it tomorrow. Who? It happened with Floyd Mayweather and McDonald. Floyd was talking about the gloves. Oh, I ain't finna fight him because he got them Reyes gloves with the horse hair in. Did you seen that fight happen then? True enough, you seen McDonald switch them gloves, but do you think Showtime would have stood there and let Floyd stop that fight from them making their money? Is you crazy, boy? And we in a contract with you? Is you crazy? Boy, you better go out there and get that boy some more gloves. Let him wear some. Or they went to, or somebody from Showtime went to Marcos now. Hey, y'all ain't finna stop this fight over no damn gloves.
That ain't way. Easy. What's no difference with Haney neither.
You better put on them damn gloves.
I'm talking about with that Haney and Ryan the same way. He couldn't call that fight off. It's too big. Ryan is
just like the Ryan and Devin fight. They said Ryan popped the day before the fight. You think they stopped it?
Well, they didn't have the results back yet. That's a little different. It take at least 72 hours to get the results. So they didn't know he was positive going in.
You come on, bro.
I'm being for real.
I'm being for real.
You don't get that shit back immediately in a pregnancy test.
Just like a drug test, like you just mentioned a pregnancy test. You think that boy can't be pee in a cup and with the advanced technology they got today and show that he has some? They ship it off to a lab. They don't test it on site. They ship it off to a lab. That's where VADA come in. They just transport the shit. WADA do the testing, so they ship it off to a separate lab. That take a few days, and then they get the results. That's why we ain't hear about it till a week and a half later. It take a few days, like you just said. A few days is how many days? 4 days?
3 days, 72 hours.
Oh, 72 hours. We heard about it 8 days after that, after 3 days. 11.
Right, but it wouldn't have been enough time to stop the fight either way, is my point.
You
don't get it on site. You don't just pee on a stick and that's it.
It wouldn't have been enough time to stop the fight. But
no, the 19th to the 20th, that's 24 hours.
You said it wouldn't have been enough time to stop the fight, but we heard about it 11 days later.
So they took a week to release it to the public, but they knew. Ryan and Devin knew before that. They don't just put everything up for the public immediately. Just like we don't got the official pay-per-view numbers yet. They don't put that shit out immediately. They make us wait.
When Puello got busted, how long did it take? I mean, not Puello. When Michelle Rivera got popped, how long did that take?
I don't know, but I know it wasn't the same day.
It was 3-4 days.
Exactly. 72 hours. Exactly my point. You can't take a test on 19 and have the results back before the fight.
11 and 3 days ain't the same.
I'm not saying it took them 11 days to get the results. I said it took 11 days for them to release the results. They knew after 3 days, but the fight had already happened. They couldn't. You can't take a test on the 11th, have the results back from a separate lab on the 20th, and cancel the fight. That's not realistic. I'm not saying 11 and 3 days is the same. Either way, even if they got it back on that Tuesday, the fight already happened. Either way.
I'm mentioning the time frame.
I understand that. You're talking about when they released the information to the public. I'm talking about when the actual results came back.
I'm not saying about them stopping the fight. I'm talking about the time frame. If you get caught, if you can test it, and guys get caught 2-3 days after the fight, why did it take 11 days for the public? We found out about Rivera 3 days after he got popped. Then when it comes to Ryan, we find out 11 days. That's almost 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Either way, the fight would have went down. You said, why didn't they stop the fight? That's the point I was talking to.
Yeah, I understand that point. I see that now since, you know what I'm saying, like you said, like we found out, you know, because they test the night of the fight and they're going to test you night. Yeah, it will take 2 to 3 days. But what I'm saying is the time frame is not adding up, which makes me not believe it. When you have
I can't tell you the motivations for delaying the release of the information to the public. I'm just saying either way, it wouldn't have been in time.
And either way. Video with Victor Conte, and this what rubbed me the wrong way when he said this. Even if somebody went in Ryan Garcia's hotel room and put it in his toothpaste, he has to answer for it. What the fuck? What, I mean, I'm supposed to. What the heck? Why would you say that?
Just hypothetically, he's responsible for what he puts in his body either way.
Hypothetically, that was nothing. You shouldn't have said. You made your.
So you really think it's a conspiracy against Ryan and somebody slipped it in him? You really think that?
No, it's not a conspiracy. Victor Conte and his team, which he helped create VADA, sabotaged this boy win. That's what I believe.
No, I can't. Conspiracy. Conte ain't worked with VADA in years. He helped set it up 10, 11 years ago. That don't mean he involved in the day-to-day operations.
Okay, then. So if you help create Pepsi, you think you ain't got strings in Pepsi no more? Because You ain't talked to them. You say you ain't talked to them years. If you help create General Motors, if you help create Fruitopia drink, if you help create Tesla, you came with people and founded this company. You think you can't go in and pull strings with people?
Man, you are on that conspiracy. You say you ain't, but come on, man.
This logical.
He didn't mess with no other fighter's drug test until Ryan. Something special about Ryan, huh? Like it's something about Mary, something about Ryan, huh?
Well, they paid him.
Nah, man, I can't believe that without no evidence. That's just conjecture.
I don't think the heinous would pay Victor Conte and the team that he helped create Bada to come in with a false.
They only handle the transportation, homie.
Huh?
They don't even do the testing.
Who?
VADA does the transportation. They're the one that put the little sticker on your piss cup and take it to WADA, who does the testing.
That's neither here nor there. We see this. Whoever transported don't mean it was dirty. That's what I'm saying. You can't believe that a guy who created a company, would help create this company, can still pull strings within that company. And the lady who sent the email has resigned. She quit.
I understand that. Okay. But without hard evidence, I can't just step out and say, oh, yep, they just wanted to set Ryan up. Everybody against Ryan because he saw what them kids was doing in the woods.
You want one of them to come out, Victor? You expect Victor? Let me ask you this then. So you expect?
Just
So you're expecting Victor Conte or that lady to come out and actually say, yes, we sabotaged Ryan Garcia's test. That's what but at least prove he still has contact and can pull strings there. Just because I opened this little CVS up the street 17 years ago, it don't mean I got nothing to do with what the fuck they doing now. We'll have to get the FBI to prove that though. The only way they'll have to go in there and find some files, track cell phones, and I guarantee you, if that were to be possible, they will come up guilty, bro. It's just connections already in your face.
I can't see it, homie. We just gonna disagree on this one. Yeah, let's move along to it's just boxing talk. We get a little passionate, but it's all good. Let's move on to the next subject.
Yeah, we got
what other. I can't see the title in the StreamYard. So we spoke on Tank and Loma. What else was in the title?
Somebody I want to talk. This somebody who I didn't put in the title who I want to talk about. Gary Russell Jr.
It was disappointing, man. He had a 100% KO ratio. He just saying
I'm talking about the big brother.
Oh.
This dude would rather get on the internet and talk about folks instead of getting in the ring.
Hey, that's just generation, man. They all doing that. Tank, Shakur, everybody. So,
and Gary, what 126? He's still at 126, right?
Right.
He one of the fighters that ain't never moved up.
Yeah.
So I mean, you lost. You know, to who the guy Manny Pacquiao fired, Megasayo, however you pronounce his name. We ain't seen you since. And you and love to say he held his title the longest because you fought every 2 years, Gary. You supposed to have your title for a long time when you fight every 2 years.
That's hilarious, homie. Yeah, that's real. He holding it up like Charlo.
Yeah, but they just I think they recently just stripped Charlo. They should. I hope so, because Charlo was, man. You know, I don't know what Charlo was playing pool, going to Bahamas, beating up his baby mamas. he still got the WBC title. I'm like, what he got to do? Shoot somebody or something for them to strip him? Hey,
that's what we call extracurricular activity.
Yeah, you're like this dude.
He was doing everything except for fighting.
Man, I'm talking about just literally, y'all think about this, everybody. Charlo was off for 2 years and still held a title. His brother, they wanted to strip his brother 2 months after he fought for Undisputed to fight Tim Tszyu.
Was it the same the same body, WBC?
No, it was the WBO. But I'm just saying.
Okay.
You got what? Let's think about the WB. Oh, I mean, I could talk for 30 minutes about them niggas. You know what I'm saying? The WBC. Look at what Canelo doing.
Holding it up. They ain't stripped him.
Holding it up. See that? You know what? Nobody has yet come out with a backstory about the WBC, but it's gonna be somebody in the future. They're gonna piss off, and they're gonna come out and show how dirty the WBC is. Because Canelo's supposed to been stripped. Jamal Charlo's supposed to been stripped.
Hey, PBC tight with the WBC. You see that that correlation? So they stay on page. They game tight.
Al Heyman.
Yeah, right.
Al Heyman. Because you know Al Heyman was paying. See, this is what people didn't understand about Al Heyman, man. And I kept telling them this, and people were like, "Nah, this is it." Al Heyman, when Al Heyman loses all the titles, he has nobody. Who's with Al Heyman who still got a title right now? And
just Canelo and anti-WBC, but
a while ago.
Tank. Yeah, you're right. Shit. Not too many.
He really has no Tank. Tank, the only person who really from his team that got a title.
Right.
Tank is if Tank lose, and which this one of my conspiracy theories, like you said, the guy in Turkey, his excellency, he is not allowing rigged fights over there.
He ain't allowing what fight?
Was rigged. I'm not saying
rigged fights. Okay.
Yeah, he ain't allowing rigged fights over there because the way he came out and exposed Jake Paul fights. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but he said it himself. He said Jake Paul fights are rigged. Now it's real funny that Tank say, "Oh, if them people over there throw me, I'm not going over there to fight." Why? If this man giving you buku bread to go fight, you mean tell me you want to go overseas in Dubai or over there and fight? Why? Because that man ain't over there playing.
When I seen him say that, I think it was in reference to a Haney offer. If I recall.
That all man ain't over there playing. You come over here, y'all gonna fight for real.
Right.
Yeah, ain't gonna be no rig and ain't gonna be no A-side. No, y'all gonna thump it out over here. y'all gonna be turning like washing machines over here. And all of a sudden, you the biggest name in boxing, but everybody else going over there to him.
That's why I think if it's ever going to be a Tank versus Shakur fight, it's going to have to be over there. Well, he's trying to come to the U.S. now, but it's going to be Turkey pulling the strings. With my point, he's going to have to offer such a big bag that they'd be stupid to turn it down.
And even Tank's money, they got to buy him cars and two cars.
Yeah, I seen that.
Why? That man will pay you way more than what you making with Amazon. And Al, why is it that you just don't want to go over there?
No, I feel it.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a wonder. It's just something in the back of my mind since he said that he refuses to go over there and fight. I'm like, why?
Maybe now that he coming to the U.S. to put on shows, he'll be more willing. I don't know.
And it also could be because the Turkey guy gonna pay for the fight that the public want to see, and which may be a Shakur, a Tio. You see what I'm saying?
Right. He won't have his pick.
He won't have his pick. No, I pay you to fight this person.
Yeah.
Oh no, I ain't going over there. You see what I'm saying?
No, I feel it definitely.
I don't need that much money now. I'm straight. I'm rich. And then we're gonna see that's what the money talks finna start happening now. Now watch this. Y'all remember me saying this first. After the Lomachenko fight, if he should beat Lomachenko, watch this on the Money Man talk now. Watch.
Almost definitely.
Because the real deal's up next.
Yep. There's nobody left at 135 after Loma but Shakur. So yeah, you're right.
What?
Hey, let's hop back to Canelo. I think we discussed him on last time I was up here. So when I was talking about him vacating the title, that's because he couldn't come to a purse bid with want to say William Skull, who I don't know too much about, but I think that's why he got to drop the title, because they ain't gonna have that fight. That's his shit. I want to say WBA mandatory, so I think that's the title he gonna be dropping.
Who? Long?
No. Canelo and William Skull was supposed to be next up, but they couldn't agree on purse bids, so he gonna vacate that title. So even if Benavidez, point of me saying that is, even if Benavidez was to move back down to 168, it wouldn't be for undisputed, which is unfortunate, but that's where we at right now.
Yeah, but then I see what you're saying. Like, let go of the title so he won't come back and want the undisputed crown.
Yeah.
Also, nobody's talking about the fact that Benavidez ducked Morrell.
I wouldn't say he ducked. They both wanted that Canelo fight, and he ain't giving none of the top two challengers a shot. They don't got that much to gain from fighting each other than one of them going to lose that opportunity, if not both, because don't look like Canelo in a hurry to fight either of them. So I wouldn't say he ducked him, but I could kind of see your point, but I wouldn't call it an outright duck.
He said he was cleaning out. He want to clean out the division, even if he couldn't fight Canelo. David Morrell is part of the division, and he got the regular WBA title, which is another belt you could put on.
Hey, that's the regular title. He already, I want to say, Canelo's WBC man, though. So I don't think he got that much to gain. It's not going to sell like that, and it's not going to put him in any better position to fight Canelo. So I think he was just thinking, shit, it's better to move up to 175, get my feet wet, and then hope on better Biev or Bivol, the winner of that, which I think was smart business.
Yeah, but I just read recently that he's saying he's moving back down. And see, this is what we got to say about Benavidez. I didn't see no monster that weekend. I didn't see no monster against a natural 175-pounder, y'all.
I know everybody wanted the knockout, but he still definitely won the fight. And it's his first. Hold on. It's his first fight at a new weight class. Maybe we got to be a little more patient, man.
A weight bully that moved up to the next weight class, and y'all gonna give him that credit? A weight bully
for winning the fight, and it wasn't that close. Yeah, I won't give him that credit. Everything don't gotta be a knockout. It's called boxing. It ain't called knockout.
For being a 38-year-old fighter who was soft punching the whole fight, you gonna give him that credit? And he's supposed to be the monster when he out there at 168 beating up on Demetrius Andrade and making people quit and knocking them out, beating up on KJ. But then when he moved up and fight a 38-year-old who ain't been in the ring in about 2, 3, 4 years, and we don't see no monster no more, but now you finna move back down. Why are you moving back down?
He said he open to it. He didn't say he definitely gonna do it. I seen that interview. But he only open to it because he letting people know, hey, Canelo was the one ducking. I'm willing to still move back down. That's why he say that.
He moved up.
No,
he moved up. Hold. He said he moved up because he was tired of waiting on Canelo.
Yeah, but he's still open to it. If Canelo stopped being pussy, he's still. I mean, sorry to curse on your platform, but if Canelo stopped being soft, then he open to it. But I'm gonna say this: to move up a new weight class and be the former champion at that, and definitely win where it wasn't controversial. Yeah, I'm gonna give him credit. The next fight, I'm gonna expect more. Maybe he could go after Anthony Yard if he don't get the better Biev or Bivol, but he got to step it up. But for the first fight, yeah, I'm gonna give him some credit. First fight.
It ain't gonna be more.
First fight.
It ain't gonna be more. It's not gonna be.
What you mean?
It's not. If he could go out there and beat a superior boxer like Demetrius Andrade, who was up to par in his age as well, but then you move up to a weight class that you're supposed to be at, and you fight a guy that ain't been in the ring for damn near 4 years. And you couldn't even get him out of there, but you the monster? You the monster?
Hey, Voshnik only lost to Better Biev. Only lost to Better Biev.
It doesn't matter who he lost to. You fought a guy that's 38 years old and been out the ring for years. And then you saying that you got an injury and you're going to go back down to 168 now? That's because they know, and he ain't gonna do nothing at no 175.
I can't say that. I could see him facing a Yard or the African boy next. I forget his last name, but I could see that.
Who? What African boy? Who? To my
Shit, his name ain't coming to me. I think it starts with a B. I can't think of it right now. But it's like the next level below Better Biev and Bivol. It's Yard and this dude, Bawatsi, something like that.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey,
said,
man, thanks for having me up. I got to run. I got to get to the store before it closed. So,
I feel you, man. It's about that time. But
all right. Good looking, man. I look forward to the next little debate.
all right. I appreciate you coming on, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it. Peace out.
Yeah, baby. David. Oh, come on now. Come on, David. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. David, you ain't fooling nobody, boy. You went up to 175 and you seen, oh, it's a little different up here because I'm actually fighting people that's my weight. My power isn't knocking people out and stopping them. He went 12 rounds with the man. So imagine when he get in there with a better beef. Or he getting there with somebody who got, oh, come on now. No, because they could take your punches. They can take David Benavidez punch. And I'm not a hater of David Benavidez. Let's get this straight first. For anybody get on here and say, I'm a hater of David Benavidez. No, I just tell the truth. You went from Mexican monster. You went from Mexican monster to a Chucky doll overnight. He went from Mexican monster to a Chucky doll overnight. See, when you out there weight bullying and beating up on smaller fighters, when you get in there with somebody who actually your size, then we're going to see where all that power go. You see what I'm saying? Then we're going to see where all that power go. All right? And what did y'all see Saturday? I didn't see no monster out there. And nobody needed to call Ghostbusters. Nobody needed to call Ghostbusters when David was out there fighting that guy. And now, oh, I'm going to move back down to, I bet you he is going to move back down to 168. I bet you he is going to move back down to 168 where them fighters up there got just as long as reaches as yours. Where them fighters at 175 about the same height as you. I bet you is. I bet you is. What up, Anthony? How you doing? I bet you is going to run back down now. This is the thing though, is you going to fight David Morrell when you go back down there? The fighter that you ducked, that you running from? Oh, let me guess. David Benavidez fan going to say, who is David Morrell? He only got the WBA regular title. He don't got the fan base that David Benavidez got. See, that's duck talk. That's duck talk. Who is David Morrell? What has he done? Who has he fought? You see what I'm saying? When it's time to fight a credible opponent, then we got to start hearing this stuff. Who has he fought? Who is David Morrell? I ain't never heard of him. Stop it. Come on now. We're going to keep it a buck, baby. We're going to keep it real nice and breezy around this bitch. You understand me? I got the love talking this boxing. I ain't even ate yet, and I done got all work. And I'm on here talking to y'all. Come on, y'all. Let's talk this about. What else we gonna find out? What else we gonna look up on here? We ain't talking about Madrimal versus Terrence Crawford. You know Terrence Crawford gonna go out there and crush that boy. We even got some of y'all out here saying, oh, that's a cherry pick. That's a cherry pick fight. Okay. Let's just say it is a cherry pick fight for Terrence Crawford. Let's just say, oh, yeah, he picked Madrimal because of this. And even though y'all don't know, Madrimal is a so-called elite amateur, but you could tell from his fighting style since he's been in the pros that he's still very amateurish. But to go in there and get a title at 154 to line yourself up for the winner versus Fundora and Errol Spence is very smart. Very smart. I fight him, get this title, then I can fight Errol or Fundora, and I get 2 more titles, and then all I need is 1 more. But when it comes to Terrence, don't nobody talk about the business side no more. Ain't that funny? All of a sudden now, all the other fighters get away with, oh, it's business. But when Terrence fighting somebody who got a belt at the weight class he moving up, oh, it's a cherry pick. It ain't a business savvy move for me to go and get a title that's gonna line me up to be undisputed for 3 times. But hey, that's Terrence. When it comes to Terrence, it's a different motto. The Tank been fighting cherry picks his whole career. His whole career. But like I say, when it comes to Terrence, it's a different ball game. For some reason. Somebody just let me know and understand. You understand me? Make me understand the difference. That's all I'm saying. Bill Hayner's still out here crying. Stop crying, Bill. Stop crying. That's what you get for disrespecting Floyd like that. You shouldn't have disrespected Floyd like that. And now y'all paying for it. Now y'all paying for it. Embarrassed. Want to quit. Want to retire. Now y'all want to retire. I'm not fighting for 2 years. We ain't going to miss you. We ain't going to miss you, Devin. Go ahead, retire. Relinquish that belt, though. Get that belt up, though. Get that belt up, though. Don't hold that belt hostage. If you leave, you know what I'm saying? Let the belt go. Make sure you're doing that. Don't be holding that belt hostage, brother. But we ain't gonna miss you at all. But and like I told y'all, Spence is not gonna beat Fundora. Spence is not beating Fundora. Y'all think I'm capped about that too? Watch. That boy ain't changed nothing. He ain't got enough time to change nothing. The old dog gonna go back to new tricks. His face got opened up by Terrence Crawford. Fundora gonna open his face up. All Fundora got to do is jab with a jab. You take Errol Spence's jab, he has nothing. You take his jab, he has nothing. Fundora versus Erickson Lubin. To me, Erickson Lubin, a southpaw, is a better fighter, has more in his arsenal as a fighter than Errol Spence Jr. And look what he did to Erickson Lubin. Errol Spence is one-dimensional. He gonna go out there and beat Errol Spence's brains out. I'm telling y'all, watch. A lot of y'all gonna say, "Oh, he training with such and such." Now we finna see a different Spence. The big fish is back. All they gonna go out the window once he get punched in his face. All that training he doing with that new trainer gonna go out the window. This the same dude out here blaming Derrick James because he got beat up. Because you didn't have no head movement or nothing. Come on, man. When it's time, y'all gonna see me sit here and tell y'all, just like I told y'all about this fight, I probably have another dream, and the same dream gonna come back up, and they're gonna show that Errol Spence gonna get beat up. Errol Spence gonna get beat up. That's all finna happen. You know what heavyweight fight I want to see real bad though? I want to see AJ versus Dubois. I want to see Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois. That's gonna be a hell of a fight. And I think the winner of that fight should fight Zhang. Because that eliminate that's 2 birds with one stone. The winner of them fights should fight Zhang. And then they should have the number 1 spot to fight Usyk. Oh Lord, have mercy. Oh, so well, has he recovered now? Since he finna go fight Fundora, has Errol recovered now? So he wasn't recovered when he was fighting everybody else, the Danny Garcias, Yugas. He still wasn't recovered, but won, right? He still wasn't recovered from the car crashes, but he was beating all them. But when Terrence go out there and dog walk him, oh, he ain't recovered from the car crash. Right? So I guess when Fundora beat Errol Spence too, y'all gonna still be talking about a car crash. Huh? Yeah. Not the fact that Bud beat the fight out of him. Y'all gonna still blame it on a car crash. Oh man, they don't need to see that. We don't need to see no Edgar Berlanga versus no Canelo. Canelo gonna beat the hell out of Edgar. Edgar been having trouble with less talented opponents than Canelo. But of course, Canelo would give it to him to duck David Benavidez. Yeah. Of course he'll fight Berlanga instead of giving us the fight that we want to see. Yeah. I can see that possibly happening, but we don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see him fight Berlanga. Berlanga and his team don't want to see him fight Berlanga. Y'all remember Berlanga was just getting knocked down? He coming out there with Fat Joes and Lil Wayne's like he 49-0, and he was getting knocked on his back. Canelo gonna hurt that boy. Hell no. Nah. And then we gotta wait on Bivol. Bivol versus Beterbiev. All of a sudden Beterbiev get hurt, and that's sad. Now we gotta wait again. You know, it's Bud versus Canelo. You know I'm rocking with Bud. You know I'm rocking with Bud. Not much, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Doing what I do best. Hate. Just doing what I love to do. Hate. You know how it is, bro. You know, some people call, you know, in this day and era, telling the truth is hating. You see what I'm saying? Like, I could have a homeboy that's a straight up thief. You see what I'm saying? And I could be saying somebody, yeah, my homeboy, he a cool dude, but he a thief. Somebody would say I'm hating on him. But everybody know he a thief. You see what I'm saying? So I understand the gridiron, man. You know what I'm saying? I understand it. I'm considered a hater when you tell the truth. I feel you. I get it. I feel you. I totally understand, my brother. I totally understand. You know, people don't like the truth no more. It's like medicine nowadays. Yeah. Tank over everybody, including your boy Shakur. You rocking with Devin and Bill Haney? Hell no, I'm not rocking with them. No. Beterbiev versus Bivol back in October. Yeah, we got to wait some more for the undisputed matchup. Don't seem like Canelo want that smoke bud, because Canelo know it's a possibility of blood to get off in his ass. You know blood to get off in his ass. We know what it is, baby. No, you know, I'm you know, bro, I'm cool. I just be trolling. I don't know. I know you don't hate. I know, bro. Come on, man. Bro, ain't no child talking to y'all, man. We grown, man. I don't care about if you say I am a hater. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? But I want to see this rematch. I hope Errol Spence, which he not gonna beat Fundora. He ain't gonna beat Fundora. But if he were to, let's just say he were to, let's just say I'm wrong. Will you give Terrence Crawford the rematch so he can beat the hell out of you again, so we can quit hearing all this crybaby talk? Oh, he was on weed. It was a red lady in a dress came and poisoned him. His back was hurt. He was in a car crash. You got to remember he had the eye injury. There's so many excuses. Terrence Crawford got shot in the back of the head and now they're beating people to sleep. But Errol have a car crash and his whole career is gone. Even though he was beating other people. I want to see when Terrence win the belt at 154, Terrence call out Danny Garcia. I want to see him beat the hell out of Danny Garcia. I said that in one of my videos. I want him to beat up Danny Garcia. Real bad. But hey, y'all, it's time for me to get off. Like I said, I got to cook me something to eat and everything. Y'all, I just got off work. Forgive me. Forgive me. I'm human just like y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't ate nothing for real. You know what I'm saying? I ate 1 o'clock this evening, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock this evening, 1:15 I ate. I'm hungry. You understand me? So Easy got to go cook him something to eat, man. I just had to get on, talk to my people, let y'all know I'm still in love with the sport of boxing, man, and we gonna keep doing our thing, baby. We gonna keep rocking like a cut-off stocking in the penitentiary trying to get waves. You understand me? Had y'all showdown at MGM Grand some years ago. Yeah, I done upgraded. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying. I got to get my little money and try to invest in the channel. I got to get me a camera. You know what I'm saying? So donate to the camera. I mean, to the channel. Y'all see it at the bottom of the screen. Y'all ain't blind. Y'all ain't blind. You see it. I'm following it. Donate to the channel. Show some love, some support. I would truly appreciate that. And just stay tuned, man. Easy going to keep rocking with y'all, talking about the sport that we love. Y'all have a good night. Stay blessed. Pray for me. I'm going to pray for y'all. This your boy Easy.